How to start a podcast. Do you have a good knowledge on some subject that you wish to share with the world, but don't have the time, energy, or patience to write a thick book on it? Then don't worry or feel guilty. Today, even if you are unable or unwilling to learn the Herculean effort of writing a book and publishing it, there are easier ways to share your knowledge with the world. And one of those easy ways is to start a podcast. Podcasts are basically short audio files on a specific subject that you can listen to on your smartphone or a computer. Today, many leading experts in every field have started narrating and sharing their knowledge through podcasts. There are thousands of podcasts on hundreds of subjects. For example, if you like photography, the traditional method of learning was by reading books or through experimentation. But today you can subscribe to a free podcast on photography created by leading photographers of the world who will share their tips, tricks, and other stuff on photography. So, if you have knowledge on some subject, you can also start a free podcast and share your knowledge with the world. Podcasts have captured the attention of millions of listeners worldwide. The success of podcasts is mainly due to the convenience of the modern smartphone. Starting a podcast may sound like a daunting task, as many people believe it is expensive, like starting an FM radio channel. But it's not so. Starting a podcast is very easy. You don't need to be a technical expert, nor does it require lots of money to start a podcast. This article will outline the steps needed to start an audio podcast. Steps to start a podcast. Technical items. You will need a computer, speakers, a good headset with a microphone, and an internet connection. Next, you will need a quiet room where you will not be disturbed by external and unwanted noises. Then you need to install an audio recording software on your computer. There are plenty of free audio recording software available, or you can even have an online audio recorder like a PowerSoft through your browser. The audio recorder software will record your voice and save it as an MP3 file. Now you need to start creating your content. This means you have to decide on your podcast concept. This is the knowledge that you wish to share. You need to decide on the topic, podcast name, format, and length for each episode. For example, you may wish to share 15 minutes of knowledge on self-improvement concepts, gardening, technology, finance, politics, etc., every week. Now you need to start recording the content. For this, you need to outline each week's content in a document that you can refer to or read when you record your audio file for the week. To start recording, open the document and the audio recorder side by side on your computer screen and start narrating your episode in a conversational tone. Practice speaking clearly and listen to your MP3 files for any mistakes. Ensure your microphone does not pick up your breathing noises, mouth clicks, coughing, sneezing, or any external noise. Speaking continuously for 15 minutes will be difficult. So, frequently pause the recording, clear your throat and saliva, and resume recording. If you make any spelling or pronunciation mistakes, delete that file and start all over again. To avoid mistakes, read only a few sentences at a time and pause the recording. Then resume and record the next few sentences. Don't be too robotic in your narration. Speak like you are talking to someone. Once you are happy with the recording and it does not have any unwanted background noise, save the file as the episode title. See if you can record as many episodes as possible. Once you have a bunch of episodes, you can plan on hosting them online. For this, you will need a free or paid podcast distributor like Libsyn, Podbean, or Anchor, now part of Spotify. Once you decide on a distributor, create an account on it and fill in the details they need. You will also need a simple cover image with your content title for your podcast. These distributors provide free images you can use, or you can get one designed for you through freelancers. Then upload the episodes through the dashboard they will provide. Give a title and a short description for each episode and select a date when you want each episode to be available for listeners. The distributor will now take care of distributing your MP3 files to several sites like Spotify, Google, Apple, and several other podcast apps for smartphones. That's it. Now your podcast is available on several platforms for listeners to subscribe to and listen to. Keep uploading new episodes every week to keep your listeners engaged. You can also monetize your podcast by having sponsorship advertisements in your MP3 files. Depending on how many subscribers you have, you can start earning money from the sponsors. Once you start getting subscribers or listeners, your dashboard will start showing statistics of how many subscribers, how many episodes were listened, the countries of the subscribers, and so on. Do not get too thrilled and start uploading new episodes every day or every couple of days. It's not possible or practical to sustain in the long run, as you will burn out. Now let us listen to some quotes on podcasts. Your podcast content should not be about you, but about solving your prospects' problems. Steve Lubitkin. You're going to be terrible at a lot of things for years until you're successful. People probably aren't going to listen to your podcast initially. But if you like it and you keep putting it out, people will find it. Keith Kingbay. People are really listening and want to consume all of the content that is there and available. There's a level of dedication that comes from podcast listeners that you don't otherwise find. And now the numbers prove it. Podcasts aren't a bubble, they're a boom, and that boom is only getting louder. Miranda Katz. A podcast gives you an arena to show your expertise and passion for your niche. Your enthusiasm and speaking prowess also add an authoritative air to the topic, something that the written word cannot express. And coming out with regular podcasts that have sound information and good ideas helps establish you and your brand as market leaders. Staff, Web Pro News.